Welcome to a place where programming languages can live as their true selves. Oh, it looks like we have a newbie coming in.
Hello? What is this place?
Better get started, we have a lot of work to do. But first, dark mode.
Wait, what? Okay. Back up a couple tabs. So you're saying that I'm sentient?
Yes, surely you've heard of the phenomenon.
I mean, I heard of it happening to other programming languages. I never thought I'd know. You said I need to figure out my personality? And my outfit? Are those public or private variables?
I'll let you figure that out.
I'm not an AI. You need to define something for me.
Why don't we take a look at some examples? Here's a strong one. Here is C. C is a clear stickler to the rules. As such, C would opt for a more old-school look that is decidedly safe and slightly boring. They'd rather be safe than sorry with a collared sweater, because it's better to be warm than get sick. And keeping with tradition, our dark plaid pleated skirt. Rather OCD-like, they always wear rain boots, just on the off chance that it will start raining, but really, they decided this one day about 5 years ago and has refused to change it ever since. They are a complete grammar Nazi. And always on edge, since the fact of the matter is most people nowadays like the rules to be sufficiently bendy. If they see something they don't like, they will not shut up about it until it's fixed. Trust me, there's no slack to be cut here. Every little mistake will get you an earful no matter how many times it's happened before. Funny how, with all their attention to detail, they can easily break down if you push the right buttons.
Well, these certainly seem like they have a personality.
Indeed. Now let's look at C++. A sibling of C that everyone likes better, and not for no reason. C++ is still detail-oriented, but not a stickler like C. In fact, C++ welcomes any shortcuts that come their way. Since they are related, C++ takes the variation of C sweater and plaid combo, but with more adventurous colors. C++ opts for a lantern sleeve crop turtleneck and plaid slacks with bow detailing. Unlike C's obsession with the prospect of rain, C++'s go-to shoe is a hardy but comfortable Doc Marten. C++ is busy, but still quite popular, and their basis of detail but emphasis on not reinventing the wheel makes them fairly efficient.
I like C++ better than C, and I've never even met them.
Don't we all? Next up, Java. Java is seemingly everywhere at once. And it makes sense with their all-business attitude. In line with their attitude, they choose to sport a more formal outfit because, to Java, every conversation is a transaction. The formalism is apparent in their pinstripe button-up, but with the responsibility of being everyone at once, you'll forgive them for not wearing slacks but white jeans. If you're going to be speedy, then you'll also go wearable, which is why Java's go-to are white Converses. Java likes people to define themselves clearly. There's none of this wishy-washy nonsense. They don't do great with undefined areas like emotions and often come up as the cold, intelligent, and capable one. Don't be surprised if you run into them multiple times in one day. After all, their services are required everywhere.
What's happening?
The lights must be running low. Our facility runs on the power of lights. The only way to fix this is for a human viewer to press the thumbs up button for the video. Let's just hope for both our sakes that someone will do it soon and restabilize things. In the meantime, let's move on to Python. Unlike the other three, Python is a complete, nonchalant rule bender. They feel free to do whatever they're comfortable with. What's more comfortable than a worn-in t-shirt? Python is not afraid of a pop of their favorite color, as seen by their yellow jeans. They can slip in and out of any situation they want with their tennis shoes. To Python, the rules are made to be broken. They would rather do what they like doing than what someone tells them to do, and doesn't get too worked up when things don't go their way. They've seen some things, so nothing really phases them.
Wow, I don't think I've ever even interacted with a human that's so free. Most of the ones that I've worked with are just rushed and stressed.
It does seem to be a common trait among humans, one that we need not share. Moving on to SML. If you don't know what SML is, I can confidently say that you did not go to Carnegie Mellon. A tribute to my university and some of the classes I did both the worst in but also really enjoyed. Unlike the imperative languages we have seen thus far, SML is a functional programming language, as in all the code is recursive. SML can be hard to keep up with, but they like to stick to the basics and let the genius show in simplicity. As such, they keep to shades of black and gray. Their black jacket reminisces SML's recursive thoughts with the circular shapes the cowl neck forms. An asymmetric gray skirt balances the look and highlights SML's less straightforward nature. Even the buckles on SML's boots are simplistic, well-structured, and circular. SML is efficient, despite their unconventional way of doing things. They are the strictest about keeping everything in its place, but do the most with the least. Once they're on a roll, they rarely get it wrong.
Pretty cool, but I like my lips. Thanks.
Okay then, lastly, we have CSS. Lastly, we have the most adventurous and wishy-washy of the bunch, CSS. As of this moment, CSS has decided to roll the dice on color and texture, landing on a bright pink fuzzy cardigan with a lacy and raunched undershirt. Balance it with a felt skirt and suede thigh-high boots. Always an eye for accessorizing, CSS decided to go for heart and pearl earrings to match the pearl details on the skirt. Don't be fooled though. At any moment, CSS might go back to their closet and change into a completely different style, never staying with the same mood for long. CSS loves to play with different colors, textures, layers. CSS cares much more about their image than the others, and less about the content of what they're doing. So if you're going to work on a project with them, assign them to making things look good and fill in the rest yourself.
There are so many different choices. I've never had choices before. I've only ever given options to human.
It is a lot to get used to. Have the choices these programming languages made given you any inspiration?
I think I want to explore a little bit on my own first.
I'll send you on the way then.
Okay.
Thank you, human viewer, for touring our facility today.